this, or wish you were dead because you were this. You did this. Like, well, that's it's pretty extreme, buddy.
No, I swear to God, people, dude, like if someone disagrees with you on social media, that oh no, they're bitter about that shit. They're bitter, and like here I am. I'm like, dude, just posted the next thing. Like I don't even know this person's pissed.
Yeah,
there's one person had nothing to do with them. Like I told their friend I didn't want to be friends with them anymore. I told them this. So and I was like, look, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. This is why. Unfriended them. All right. And I thought end up. Then their friend goes and pokes me and then blocks me. I'm like, wait, what does this have to do with you at all? I mean, good for you for like standing up for your friend kind of thing. You didn't even say anything. Like, are you like, oh man, I'm going to change my ways now. Thanks for the poke, buddy.
I mean, what did that even do for like to you? Like, how did that in any way affect you in the end? You know, by like you. Okay, somebody see when them blocks.
It didn't do anything, you know, besides me like laughing at them about their passive aggression right now with you. like just...
Yeah, well, like how did doing something like that? I mean, that was just you wasting effort, really. You know, if you're going around poking and blocking people as a passive aggressive,
really just like, you know, wasting your energy being mad at me.
Because I'm gonna keep smiling.
It's are you kidding me? Like all the shit in my life, like it's not a concern of mine if someone doesn't like me. Like, I'm sorry.
I can't please everybody.
Yeah, like I wish I could, but really, like, because you could be the most coolest, fucking relaxed, down to earth motherfucker, like always cool, and people will still want to find a reason to hate you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's weird.
Dude, like I've had people who's solely just like wanted to be pissed at me just because I believe in Christ. Like if they can't find any other like they'll try like poking holes at other thing I said. I was like, well yeah, of course that was and, you know, but like they won't be able to find anything. It's they'll and like they'll just make up whatever fucking excuse to try to validate it because they don't want to admit the reason they're pissed is because of my belief. And it's like,
yeah, they need
you hate me because of what I believe. it's so ridiculous.
It's funny for me, and I've thought of this plenty of times before, but like I'm like, even if somebody didn't like me, if they're being passive aggressive with me, I probably won't even notice that you're upset with me because I'm oblivious to it, you know.
That's how I am too.
I'll just keep on going without realizing this person is like trying to get some sort of a rise out of me. I'm like, oh, they're in a weird mood today, whatever.
Yeah, like they poked me. So then I went to their account and then, like, their account wasn't there. I was like, oh, they must have blocked me. It's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Back to whatever.
Yeah, back to what I was doing. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't, like, yeah. I don't get that mentality. But there a lot of...
That's childish. That's all it is.
People... petty. Yeah. Oh my God. People are so petty and bitter nowadays. I swear. I feel like social media really increases people's petty and bitterness because they're looking at like.
Well, that probably started way back with like the chat rooms and people, you know, like anonymously fucking with other people and stuff like that too. Because I would do that sometimes too. Or, you know, I'd go in a chat room and just meet random people and have, interesting conversations with them. It's just depending on what kind of mood I was in. But I used to do that a lot too, and I'm wondering if it started way back then, like with all this sort of like I don't know, like anger on the internet.
I don't know. Like, have you ever seen the movie Me, You, and Everyone We Know?
That sounds familiar, but I can't say for sure.
It is directed by Miranda July. It's so good. All right, so the little brother in that, you know, he's like a little fucking kid. It's so funny because like I did the same shit. He was like, I don't know how old he was, like fucking like second to fourth grade, right?
Right.
And that's about how old I was. Like just like hitting on fucking chicks in the fucking chat rooms, right? Like, and this little nigga was pulling game, yo. And I had the same thing. Like we're like, I ended up talking to this lady, and she was an adult, and like I didn't know like fucking shit from my elbow, you know, and I was like, and I told one of my best friends at the time, I was like, oh yeah, I got this girlfriend who's an adult. Like I just thought it was like so cool, you know. And, like,
never met her, but she's my girlfriend.
Oh my god! I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why. I do that sometimes too, but it was real hit or miss for me. Sometimes I was real terrible at it, and girls would not be interested, or I'd just straight up piss them off or something. But and then other times we just hit it off. It just depends on the person and the conversations we have.
You know what I find funny now in this age of this hypersensitivity, because like I've spoke on that before about like the great difference between sensitivity, which is a great thing, people should be sensitive, people should care, and hypersensitivity, which is like kind of like the climate that we're living in now, where people are like just like living to be offended by things. And in this climate, whereas it's really weird because like before, like, I was a kid, and I'd like fucking offend people because like I'd fuck up. But now, like, it's funny, like now when I offend people, it's very like unintentional. Before I'd be like, yeah, like, fuck this guy, like very like stupid, like teen angsty shit, like whatever, and but now it's like I'm just like speaking. And they won't like what I say because it doesn't fit within their ideology. And like, right. then they just like harbor resentment. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, you were mad? Like, why don't you just say this shit? Why can't you be an adult and fucking have a discussion with another fucking adult? Like, that's like,
they wind up not seeing them anymore or something like that. Or they all of a sudden they're not around anymore. You don't hear from them or see them. And then you bump into them and you find out that that's why they were upset in the first place.
Yeah, no, that's the funny thing is like these people who are trying to control how other people speak are too afraid to speak to other people. Instead, like they'll go and like, they'll write an anonymous letter to their job or something. You know what I mean? It's like this really like just like low slime type shit. And it's like wow, dude, like you couldn't just say to another person's face that you disagreed with it. Like that's the world that we're living in now. They have to go back on like Facebook and be like, oh my god, you wouldn't believe like this guy today, and like it's like, all right, well, did you say something to him? Because I'll never post shit. My shit would be like, this is what I said to this motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I would never these people are doing this, and like, well, are you talking to those people then? Oh no, you just want an echo chamber. It's everyone wants to be baby.
They all look for people to back them up online, so they're trying to hit.
Yeah, they're looking for that confirmation bias. Like even if their mentality and their actions are completely reprehensible and really, you know what I mean, like this like victimhood mentality that a lot of it plays into, just like they need to do exactly what I think, even though I never say what I think, and like, you know, and then they'll like post some bitching shit about that.
Yeah, people, mind readers, we don't know what you want. You have to express yourself if you want to get what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, if they get a bunch of time for it, then you know, then that validates them. Like, see, all my friends, because I blocked everyone who doesn't agree with me, you know, but all my friends agree with me, so I'm right. I don't ever need to better myself.
I must be right. Look at all these people who agree with me.
Yeah, I'm the perfect righteous one.
You don't know that you probably didn't even tell the whole story to.
Yeah. No, that's the other thing. It's like it's only their side of the story. Right. Oh goodness,
that's frustrating. That's the shit.
Fuck the new left. So that, like this new left. So where are all the people who were left and the left, and there's no room left for them on the left? Where are these people? Where do these people go now? What's the new term?
Or do they go to the far left?
No, they don't want to go there. Well, actually, some liberal there. Some of them are. There's a huge increase right now.
That's almost like what it looks like to like the new liberals. Like, oh, this person's some sort of extremist or something like that. He's trying to bring his original liberal thoughts back to the table. That's all he's trying to do.
Because there's a huge rise. I was gonna say there's a huge rise with communism and socialism right now in the States, and I feel like I don't think I think half of them aren't, but they're just like doing that to like try to maybe get their viewpoints across, because like there's no way there could be like that huge of a spike in like socialism, just right, you know what I mean? Or especially communism. It's like, do you not study history? Like, really? Like, you're a communist now?
Yeah, that's clearly. It clearly doesn't work.
No, but they get it. Like all the people who made mistakes before, Stalin, Mao, like that wasn't the real communism, but they're gonna get it right, because they know Stephen, so we should follow them because they know how it's really done.
Right?
They would never oppress us though. Even though they're swinging for power changes to occur, it's not power that they're after, even though they want power changes.
How do you expect there to not suddenly not be oppression in a communist nation? The oppression just be coming from somewhere else.
Well, yeah, and like that's the whole thing. Like going back to how these revolutionary movements always get hijacked. That's all part of it. Like, they then get hijacked, and so that what people were actually fighting for doesn't happen, and instead it just makes room for a new oppressor. It's like, hey, we're oppressed. Like, yeah, you're right, but like you should let's go about change, together instead of like, this, identity politic against everyone and shit. And like, but no, rather than that, oh, we're oppressed. Like, oh, okay. Yes, you guys are so oppressed. Like, yeah, we're so oppressed. It's like we're gonna help you guys out. Oh, wow, you're gonna help us not be oppressed. Oh, yeah. Actually, we're gonna oppress you. Thanks for helping us out. Thanks for.
Like in reality,
wait, what? What happened? Yeah, like that's how it always goes down, man.
in reality, we're like less suppressed now than people have ever been, just in general, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying we're like less suppressed now than any generation of people have ever been.
Definitely.
Than ever.
It's always better than it's ever been. Like I've had some women like literally try to argue with me that they actually think that like they're like as oppressed as like women in Iran or something. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, like tell me please, how, like what the fuck are you talking about?
I forgot which country it was over there in the Middle East, but there was a lady from there that posted pictures of herself in regular clothes on Facebook. She was like she was a model or something like that, or
did she get stoned?
She got death threats. Her family got death threats. Yeah, she got in a lot of trouble over it. Whereas here in America, as a female, you could post pictures of yourself naked.
Yeah, and people will love it. Yeah.
Nobody won't threaten your life over it, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you may get a few dick pics, but that comes with the territory, sweetheart. You sexualize yourself, you're going to get sex. Not saying it's right, but every action has its consequence.
Right. Yeah, can't say that anybody here is as oppressed as people are in the Middle East, really.
Yeah. Not even close. Like, but so yeah, any final thoughts that you want to wrap up the whole new left, and or any suggestions or anything moving forward?
I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know, people could just think first, what try to relate to the person that you're arguing with next time instead of just attacking them. I think that's a really good way to avoid winding up in situations like where we are now with all this, everything that we talked about tonight.
Kudos. Yeah. Ask questions first instead of like go in with your belief strongly. That's fine. But
yeah,
but go in open to ask questions and like with love for that person. Like, hey,
you don't even have to change.
This is like go into it with like, hey, this is someone who I can love, but we disagree on this. And let's find out why. Let me ask questions about why they think what they do. And yeah. And you know me, fucking anarchy, fuck left, fuck right, go situationist. Critique everything.
Right.
Nothing's ever perfect, so fucking
for me, I'm just along for the ride. I'm just here to
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's a joyous ride, man. It's a joyous ride.
I actually hope it gets crazier. You know.
I'm ready for that. Like, yeah, man. Well, this has been Figure It Out, episode 7, and the revolution will not be televised.
Awesome. All right, man. Till next time.
Takes these trials to triumph and true. Can we see through the glass darkly at the final hour?
I can't breathe in the space that's filled with your sound. Can't call a spade in this town. Dug a hole, now I can't get out. I can't figure